Good morning, this is Bob Mason from FX Empire and welcome to the Daily Crypto Tech Review. Of Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin and Ripple's XRP, we'll be looking at the MACDs, the moving averages, and the day's support, resistance and pivot levels. It is Tuesday the 8th of December. Jumping straight into Bitcoin against the US dollar, we're looking at the hourly candlesticks. Going to need to see Bitcoin move back through the pivot at 19194, taking the first major resistance level, sitting at 19462. Going to need to see support from the broader market for Bitcoin to break back through to 19460 levels, however. So barring an extended crypto rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level and resistance at 19,500 to pin back any upside. In the event of a breakout, could see Bitcoin test the second major resistance level at 19,729, with resistance at 20,000 likely to come into play in the event of an extended breakout. Failure to move through the pivot, we'll bring the first major support level sitting at 18,927 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Bitcoin should steer clear of the second major support level sitting at 18,657. Looking at the MACDs, we've got a marked narrowing of the bearish histograms and a possible bullish cross there, so keep an eye on that. That could support a breakout through the morning. On the EMA, we're also seeing the 50 flatten out against the 100 and the 200. So also need to keep an eye on that. So key through the morning, break through the pivot at 19,194 and break back through to 19,400 levels to then bring resistance levels into play. Failure to do that and support levels are in play. Moving across to Ethereum against the US dollar, it's a bearish start to the morning. Going to see Ethereum move through the pivot at 593.14. Take a run at the first major resistance level at 601.73. Going to need to see support from the broader market for Ethereum to break back through to 600 levels. So barring an extended rally through the day, bet that first major resistance level and yesterday's high at 603.4 to cap any upside. In the event of a breakout, should see Ethereum test resistance at 610 and the second major resistance level at 612 before any pullback. Failure to move through the pivot, will bring the first major support level sitting at 582.87 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Ethereum should stay clear of sub 570. Second major support level at 574.28 should limit any downside. Looking at the MACDs, we're also seeing a marked narrowing of the bearish histograms, so need to keep an eye on that, possible bullish cross. On the EMAs, we've seen the 50 converge on the 100, however, so need to keep an eye on that. You could see a possible bearish cross that would lead to a reversal through the morning. So key through the early part of the day, move through the pivot at 593.14 to break back through to 600 levels. Failure to do that and support levels are in play. Moving across to Litecoin against the US dollar, bucking the trend early on, slightly positive. Going to need to see Litecoin move through the pivot at 84.02, however, to take a run at the first major resistance level, saying 86.28. Going to need to see support from the broader market for Litecoin to break back through to 86 levels. So barring an extended rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level and Monday's high 86.8 to cap any upside. In the event of a breakout, we've got the second major resistance level at 89.16 and resistance at 90 to limit any upside on the day. Failure to move through the pivot, we'll bring the first major support level at 81.14 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, should see Litecoin steer clear of the second major support level sitting at 78.88. On the MACDs, we're also seeing a narrowing of the bearish histograms, supporting this early upside. On the EMA, however, there's nothing conclusive, so need to keep an eye on that through the day. So key through the early part of the morning, and move through the pivot at 84.02 and back through to 86 levels. Better to do that and support levels are in play. Finally, looking at Ripple's XRP against the US dollar, bearish start to the morning. Going to see Ripple's XRP move back through the pivot at 0.6080 to take a run at this first major resistance level today at 0.6252. Going to need to see support from the broader market for Ripple's XRP to break back through to 0.62 levels. So barring extended rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level and the 23.6% fib at 0.6274 to cap any upside. In the event of a breakout, got the second major resistance level at 0.6419 and resistance at 0.65 that could come into play. Failure to move through the pivot will bring the first major support level sitting at 0.5912 in play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, should see Ripple's XRP still well clear of sub 0.55 levels. Second major support level at 0.5740 should limit any downside. Looking at the MACDs, we're also seeing a narrowing of the bearish histograms and a possible bullish cross, so keep an eye on that through the morning. On the EMA, the 50 has managed to avoid a bearish cross through the 100 so far, so also need to monitor that through the morning. So key through the early part of the day, move back through the pivot at 0.6080 and back through to 0.62 levels to bring resistance levels into play. Failure to do that and support levels are in play.